Hi guys, it's Ram and Gil with Remax Millennium Real Estate here today. So today we're outside this project. We are doing some of the landscaping, the concrete walkway. The basement inside is finished. We have made it a legal second dwelling. If you guys are interested in buying, selling real estate, investing, check out today's episode. You're not going to want to miss this. Thank you. Okay guys, so right here behind me you have the permit from the city of Brampton. The permit from the city of Brampton is basically showing that we are doing a zoning change here and that we do have a permit for doing all this construction. This is not being done without city permission or city involvement. That was one of the drawbacks with this project. That actually held us up for 3-4 months because when COVID was initially happening, the city was much slower in issuing permits. It took much longer, inspections, and everything was just taking more time than usual, as well as some of the materials. There was supply chain shortages. So those supply chain shortages, they did take this project about a year plus, but it is on the verge of completion, like I said. So within 12 months, we were able to successfully complete this legal second dwelling. Alright guys, so recently these days when I am interacting with buyers and sellers, a question I get asked a lot is, if I sell my house, where am I going to go? Everything else is so expensive. I won't be able to buy another house like this for the same price. So I want to let you guys know that's not technically true. You might not be able to buy the same house in the same area for the same price, but if we take you outside of the GTA, maybe 20, 30 minutes plus an hour, there's lots of options where you can get affordable housing. Some areas where you can still get a house under $1 million, a very nice detached property include, let's say, Windsor, you got Sarnia, you got London, Kitchener, Guelph, Cambridge, Niagara Falls region, Hamilton region, Grimsby. Burlington, you may or may not be able to get something under $1 million. Oakville, you probably won't. If you do, it's going to be tiny. Brampton, Mississauga, those areas are becoming very difficult. In Brampton, you could still secure a townhouse for under $1 million. Caledon, you might still get some properties. And most of the rest of the GTA, you are priced out. So if you want a great home, you want to sell your house, let's say this one here I'm standing in front of, for example, for $2 million, you could sell it. You could buy 2 or 3 properties cash in any one of the regions I mentioned to you. You won't have no mortgage, you'll have more cash flow, more appreciation, more growth, more return on your investment year over year. What else do you want? So the main reason that people do build a second legal dwelling on their property is for 2 reasons. The number 1 reason is they need extra space. So they need extra space because maybe their family is growing, maybe family members have moved back into the property, maybe there isn't enough living space upstairs. For whatever reason, extra space is needed, and this can be a major benefit of a second dwelling. Another major reason people build legal second dwellings is because they need additional income. The additional income is great. It can help you pay down your household expenses. It can help you pay your mortgage. It can, carry all the costs of the household, so you're able to save your money that you make while you're working your 9 to 5. This passive income is really important because it allows you to make money when you're not working. And once you have multiple properties, multiple second, third dwellings, paying you rental income and you're making X amount every month, and as you add more units, that number is growing, you're able to live a better lifestyle. So as your passive income replaces your active income, you could technically make more money passively than you do working. So for example, if you got somebody that makes $5,000 a month going into work every day, waking up 5 a.m., coming home 5 p.m., and they only make extra $5,000 a month. Or you could have somebody that has a property like this where they got an additional 4 bedrooms here, and the additional 4 bedrooms rented out will make them almost $5,000 a month passively. Hey guys, so right now I'm standing here in front of this large egress window. This window previously never existed. So the reason we had to cut out this window, as well as several of the other windows that you guys will see inside the basement and maybe around the outside of the house, is mostly just for fire safety reasons. let's say tomorrow there is a fire in the basement or upstairs, and let's say the exit to the basement is blocked from a fire, or maybe some piece of wood fell during a fire, or for whatever reason the people can't escape through the stairs and the door, then they could simply get through this window. They could smash the window, they could climb out, and they're safe. They don't have to be trapped in smoke and die from the fire, or even from smoke inhalation. Okay guys, so here I'm standing underneath one of the smoke detectors. So one of the things that you got to keep in mind when you are making a legal second dwelling is you need to have a smoke detector like this in every room, every bedroom especially, as well as the main areas on every level. So right now we got 4 down here, as well as in the common areas, and then in all of the 5 bedrooms upstairs we have to install one as well. The reason behind this, for example, is let's say there's a fire happening in one of the bedrooms, or something's going on that created a fire in this bedroom. How is somebody upstairs supposed to know about it? So when the smoke detectors in all the rooms are linked, that's beneficial. It saves a lot of lives, and people know about the fires right away. Okay guys, so right now I'm standing in one of the 4 rooms in our 4-bedroom second dwelling. Each of these bedrooms is equipped with their own washroom. We have seen in some other rental properties where there isn't enough bathrooms, sometimes the tenants, they have issues and they start disputing amongst themselves due to a lack of washrooms. So here we tried to eliminate that problem. Every bedroom has their own washroom. There is no washroom in the common area. So in essence, if there is one single occupant in each room, there should never be a problem with the bathrooms or a shortage of bathrooms within this unit right here. And especially with these days with COVID and all, it's not really hygienic to be sharing bathrooms with strangers who don't know. People could be contaminated, people could be carrying the virus. So we want to take every necessary measure to ensure that our tenants are safe and free from COVID and contracting anything from anyone or anywhere. Okay guys, so what you can't really see behind me, just because the furnace is kind of covering it and it's kind of a tight space to get in, is there's 2 hot water tanks behind there. The reason we added 2 hot water tanks is previously this household just was on 1 hot water tank, and with 1 hot water tank, let's say somebody takes a bath and fills up the bathtub, there's not going to be enough hot water in there for anybody else that wants to shower or bathe or use some hot water. So the benefit that we have of bringing in the second hot water tank for the second unit now is that the lower unit has 1 water tank that will supply that with the hot water, and the upper unit will have its own hot water tank. So this way we have an abundance of hot water, it never runs out, and we don't have to deal with any tenant complaints about lack of hot water within the units. Hey guys, so this right here is a fire-rated door. This is another feature that we need that separates the legal second unit from the upstairs unit. And this door is a lot more fire resistant and won't catch fire. And it will keep the fire contained if there ever is a fire downstairs or upstairs, so they don't interact with the other unit. Okay guys, so another thing you want to keep in mind when you are building a legal second unit is having fire-rated insulation and drywall. The benefit of this is it's very similar to the fire-rated doors. It contains the fire. So if there's a fire downstairs or upstairs, the fires will not come into the other area, and the fire-resistant insulation and drywall will keep from catching fire, and it'll contain the fire within the space where it occurred. So that's another benefit you want to make sure you have. These are all things that the city comes and inspects. So unless there has been city inspections and the city has given us the green light, it's not a legal second dwelling. Some of the other inspections that we did have to pass here were plumbing, electrical, framing, structural, the vapor barrier as well. So these things have all been passed up until now, and it's basically done. And you can see that, there's a few minor things left, maybe just, electric covers on the electric lights and the plates. So yeah, other than that, this unit is done, and hopefully within the next week or so, we have people living down here.